From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Evening Edition.
Live from the CBS studios in San Francisco, I'm Brian Hackney.
And I'm Andrea Nakano. We start with a shark attack in Marin County. The Coast Guard and first responders are searching for a missing swimmer who may have been bitten by a shark.
Authorities say it happened just off Wildcat Beach, north of Bolinas.
Our Dahlin talked to Marin County firefighters who were involved in the search.
It's unclear what type of shark attacked the swimmer. Now, Wildcat Beach is very remote. You've got to hike quite a few miles beyond this gate to get there. Marin County firefighters received the call just before 10:30 Sunday morning. 3 men went for a swim at Wildcat Beach when they say a shark attacked one of them. 2 people swam back to shore. They told first responders there was a large pool of blood in the water. Before the attack, they say they were swimming about 25 to 50 yards from the beach.
We went to a high point on the campground area above the beach. We were able to observe a good portion of the ocean from there. We had 2 people with binoculars overseeing the rescue.
Aside from firefighters assisting the search from land, there were 2 jet skis, a Coast Guard boat, and a helicopter looking for the swimmer.
After searching 21 square nautical miles in ideal search conditions, we've been unsuccessful so far. The intent here is to continue to search.
Authorities say the missing swimmer is a man about 50 years old. They say the 3 swimmers were camping with a group of about 10 to 15 people above the beach. I'm told these 2 young people were part of that group, but were not in the water with the victim.
The further amount of time, it decreases the chance of survivability.
These waters are extremely dangerous, and most locals know not to go for a swim. There's either a huge drop-off, sharks, but rip currents, very dangerous.
Hikers in the area and first responders are all hoping for a positive outcome.
To my knowledge, yeah, this could be the first fatal shark attack, but we're hopeful that he'll be found.
Authorities say shark attacks are extremely uncommon in this area. The Coast Guard says they'll continue to search into the overnight hours as long as weather conditions allow them.
According to TrackingSharks.com, there is such a thing. There have been at least 32 shark bite attacks in the U.S. this year so far.
Now to Contra, Costa County, where a police shooting leaves a man injured in Antioch. It happened on West 3rd Street just before 8 this morning. Antioch police say officers were investigating a suspicious vehicle, and when they got up close, they say a man sitting inside had a gun. He tried to run away from the car, and that's when officers opened fire. Police say the man has a warrant from a homicide earlier this year. He is expected to be okay. Now, we asked police if the officers knew about the warrant before shots were fired, but we have not heard back. Also in Contra Costa County, 1 person died this morning in a fire at a home in Crockett. This happened around 7 on Lillian Street. Fire crews say heavy smoke and fire were coming from the first floor of the house. They were able to contain the flames within an hour. Fire crews found the victim inside the home, and the cause of the fire is under investigation.
Today, dozens of California law enforcement agencies were set to receive money from the state to fight organized retail crime. $267 million being spread across California. Here in the Bay Area, 13 law enforcement agencies are set to receive the money, as well as 4 local DAs. Money is supposed to go to things like surveillance equipment, security staffing, even vehicle theft. Oakland did not receive a grant, though, because city officials missed the deadline to apply. Live look over San Francisco City Hall. We learned tonight Senator Dianne Feinstein's body will lie in state there on Wednesday. She died Thursday night in Washington, D.C. at the age of 90.
She spent over 30 years representing California in the U.S. Senate, but she started her political career on the San Francisco Board of Supervisors before becoming mayor after George Moscone and Harvey Milk were assassinated. We were there last night when her body arrived at SFO and was taken to San Francisco. Her funeral service will be Thursday at the War Memorial and Performing Arts Center. Her press office says it is not open to the public, but there will be a live stream playing at City Hall.
Meantime, on Capitol Hill, bipartisanship may have just saved the day hours before the federal government was set to shut down, but the road to a long-term spending bill looked bumpier than ever. Skylar Henry has the story.
The day after Congress averted a federal government shutdown, President Biden warned Republicans that time is running out for providing more money for Ukraine.
We cannot, under any circumstance, allow American support for Ukraine to be interrupted.
Before Saturday's midnight deadline, the president signed a 45-day government funding package after Congress passed the bill in the nick of time.
Enough is enough is enough. This is not that complicated. The brinkmanship has to end, and there shouldn't be another crisis.
The deal will keep the government running through mid-November, but items including border security could make a longer-term spending agreement an uphill battle.
After trying to take our government hostage, MAGA Republicans won nothing.
The spending deal passed with bipartisan support.
We're going to make sure we keep it open while we finish the job we're supposed to do.
But Republican House Speaker Kevin McCarthy was forced to give up demands for steep spending cuts from his party's extreme right flank and instead relied on help from Democrats. That could put McCarthy's speaker job in peril.
I do intend to file a motion to vacate against Speaker McCarthy this week. I think we need to rip off the Band-Aid. I think we need to move on with new leadership.
The Speaker responded on CBS's Face the Nation.
That's nothing new. He's tried to do that from the moment I ran for office. I'll survive.
The stopgap spending plan includes $16 billion in disaster relief. That kind of funding is aimed at helping with scenes like Friday's extreme flooding in New York.
Border security funding could make or break a long-term spending deal. U.S. Customs and Border Protection says the number of people attempting to cross the southern border has been rising since June. This is video from the past few days of migrants crossing into Texas seeking asylum. The border town of Eagle Pass recently declared a state of emergency because of the influx. So far this year, the Border Patrol has recorded more than 2 million encounters at the border, some of them legal asylum seekers.
On another issue, Governor Newsom has now vetoed a bill that would give unemployment checks to workers who are on strike. Newsom says the proposal would expand the state's unemployment fund to $20 billion in debt by the end of the year. Right now, that figure is already at $18 billion. That's after the fund ran out of money and borrowed from the federal government when businesses closed during the pandemic. The bill would have enabled workers on strike for at least 2 weeks to receive as much as $450 per week.
More than 75,000 Kaiser workers could walk off the job this coming week in what would be the largest healthcare strike in U.S. history. The original contract ended last night, but unionized healthcare workers are negotiating new contracts with Kaiser. Bargaining would continue if they don't reach a deal. The earliest that a strike could begin would be on Wednesday. The union wants more money, more job protections, and more staffers. For its part, in a statement, Kaiser said, "We continue to make progress on key issues like a redesigned performance sharing plan with updated payout opportunities. In the case that a strike does begin on October 4th, we have contingency plans in place to ensure members continue to receive safe, high-quality care for the duration of the strike."
It's been 30 years since 12-year-old Polly Klaas was kidnapped from her Petaluma home. Her body was found 2 months later. Following her death, Polly's dad created the Klaas Kids Foundation to stop crimes against children. In the decades since, they have helped 1,500 families of missing children fight for legislation, including the 3 strikes law, and worked with the Clinton administration on his crime bill. Mark Klaas says the Klaas Kids Foundation will be closing their doors at the end of next year. While the official work of the foundation is ending, Mark Klaas says they have found a way to help keep families grieving from searching for missing children.
What we've put together is an ability for communities all over the country, again, at absolutely no cost, to be able to hit the ground running and start organizing immediately after there's an emergency within their community. And I'm very, very proud of that because it distills the 30 years of knowledge we have in this field.
The Klaas Foundation is no longer taking donations. They will officially close at the end of 2024. The separate Polly Klaas Foundation will remain open.
Former President Jimmy Carter is celebrating his 99th birthday today. The White House placed a big birthday sign on the North Lawn yesterday, a 3-tier wooden cake display with 39 candles because he was the 39th president. Carter Center in Atlanta is celebrating the former president's birthday in a special way. A naturalization ceremony held for 99 new U.S. citizens.
Stanford Medicine is also celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. Today, the hospital held an event for National Latino Physician Day. It focused on the importance of having Latino and Latina representation in healthcare. Latinos make up more than 19% of the total U.S. population, but only account for 6% of physicians. Healthcare workers say a lack of representation can create barriers for patients who only speak Spanish.
When you have a physician that speaks your same language, you're less likely to have complications. You're more likely to adhere to medications.
Today's event also highlighted several medical students and healthcare workers for their work in the field.
Well, guess who won the Powerball drawing yesterday?
Not me.
Nobody. 6 numbers? Nope. So the jackpot is now a little over $1 billion, the second largest jackpot just for this year. The lottery says 2 tickets did get enough numbers to get $2 million. 5 tickets won $1 million, and the next drawing will be tomorrow night. Thank you for watching tonight. 60 Minutes is next, and we'll see you back here at 11.
Until then, the news continues streaming on CBS News Bay Area. Have a good night.